Hello everyone, Thor here. Just saw Scream 6. It's the second film without Wes Craven. The third film, pretty much technically, well, definitely written without Kevin Williamson. Is it a good sequel? They played it kind of safe with the fifth one. That was good. This is only here because I had a couple of whiskeys before the show, so figured keep myself level. So let's check in with Ghostface and see what he's been up to coming up to New York, my part of the world. What, really again? So he's got to say.
Is this Thor? Oh, good. I'm happy I finally get to speak to you, Thor. We've never met, not officially, but I feel like I already know you. It's funny how you can see someone's true character when they're alone. Or at least when they're alone.
You're welcome to come on set.
I have one question for you, Thor. Guess where I'm hiding.
Where are you hiding? Probably up the stairs. Well, I'll deal with him later. I'm not too worried. We should be able to get through this review just fine. Yeah, we pick up with our main characters from the fifth one, our survivors. They are going to school in New York City, pretty far from where they were from. These Woodsboro's in California, I believe. So they're far away from home, trying to get on with their lives after their experience, which, I think it's like a year time for them. It's a year between each movie, so that makes sense. And Tara's made a new life for herself. She's kind of a little bit distant from Sam because, Sam's whole history and stuff kind of freaks her out. So I'll start with saying that they, of course, do an opening kill. I won't say what I got right in my predictions. I'll go over that in my spoiler review. This is going to be no spoilers. I'm just going to talk about the movie a bit, and I'll go more in depth for the spoiler review. So that just is why they're all in New York. The opening kill was interesting. It was different than they usually are. It definitely takes you by surprise, but it is pretty cool. I still think one is, I don't think any of them have touched the first one. Two's pretty good. It could be the third best opening, I'd say. I think that's fair to say. The one and two is just hard to beat, especially one. I think that's what really, really makes... One's a great movie, but I think the opening is just so great. Yeah, this Ghostface, he's more... There's a little bit of slapstick, he gets a little beat up here and there, but he seems more capable than other Ghostface. They have some pretty good red herrings, Like I said, I'm not going to go into my guesses. I'll do that in the spoiler stuff, but I think it really has some things to surprise you that you won't see coming. I think it had a pretty cool twist that I kind of liked. It went in a direction I didn't think it would. It's definitely pretty violent. Some of the kills are pretty brutal, which is good. This Ghostface is mean. They're just like, the new Halloweens. They just have to bring it up, make him more scary, more intimidating, and I think this Ghostface definitely brings it. My one knock on it, though, is I'll say that I think they're too afraid to kill some characters. I mean, there's some characters that the damage they get, they'd be dead. They'd totally be dead, but they live to see another day because maybe they'll die in the sequel. They focus more on the new characters. Everyone knows Neve Campbell's not in this movie. She doesn't make an appearance. And it's probably kind of better off for it. I know that's crazy to kind of say, but I think it kind of gives you a chance to appreciate the new characters. I think she's honestly going to be a small cameo. The reason for not being there is pretty weak, but it is what it is. It's a throwaway line, and that's all they mention of her. So I think she'll come back for the finale and hopefully build something great. It got greenlit for a seventh, and it's probably going to have a good opening, which is great. It's good to see horror movies like this doing well. Hopefully they keep coming. Let's see a Nightmare come back. It had really cool set pieces. The movie was kind of nonstop. It picked up their little lulls, but it was pretty intense at parts. And when the characters are in danger, it just ramped it up to a 10 and kept it going, which is great. is just kind of nonstop, and I think that's a real strength of the movie. Some of the best parts of horror movies are like ones that are good at tension. I'm a huge John Carpenter fan. I love how he can build tension in a scene, even if there's not like an imminent threat. The Thing's one of my favorite ever, and that it's all atmosphere, all tension, like where they test the blood. This just created some tense, interesting scenes. They made good use of the legacy characters. Kirby makes her comeback. She's got a pretty cool role. Gail Weathers, she's back. Courtney Cox, same character she always is. She's always, seems like she changes her ways, but always seems like she's a little bit, I'm here to profit off of teenage bloodshed, so that's just her thing. That's what she does. One of the tense scenes, I'll jump more into detail, but you've seen it in the previews where they're on like a subway. I thought that was really cool. They had a lot of references. Like people literally have like Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers mask. It gets like super, super meta. They of course bring up the new rules because the rules have changed because this is like the sequel to the requel to the it's so meta with, you know, all the stab films. It's a movie within a movie. It's horror movie inception. It's the rules are insane now. The stab films are kind of all over the place and probably terrible. They have a really good, though, link back to the fifth one, which I didn't expect them to go. I thought it was kind of a good connection. There's a few surprises there. The collection that they find everyone's seen in the previews, the shrine to all the ghost faces. A really cool scene. Like there's like the murder weapons, the mask. There's everything. They got like drawings that the cops left, and they made sense. They're like, yeah, some cops will sell it for money, so that's how they got together, and they had a pretty decent reason for it. So it's kind of cool to see that, and the motivation was different and interesting. They definitely kind of redid some parts from Scream 2. I knew they were going to. They definitely did with the first. They definitely did with the last one. They definitely did with this one. They had a couple good scenes, but even Chad Mindy, when he's like, when they're at the park, she's like, listen, our uncle got killed in this exact scenario. We're not doing it. So keeping up with the meta. Characters are all pretty good. The core is pretty good. I just think they're a little too afraid to kill some characters. Hopefully they change that in the sequel. We all still hate that Dewey died, but it is what it is, and I can't wait to see how they end this new trilogy. Hopefully it's going to be something awesome. I don't know where they'll go from here. I really feel like this new movie definitely set it as a standalone. They probably didn't know if they're going to get a seventh. Now we officially have a seventh. Hopefully they have a good tie-in with it. It can't be as bad as 3, right? That tie-in was... 3's got its merits, but the whole production of it was a mess. So, and it had a lot of events around it that unfortunately impacted it. So we'll see how the series go. I think it's great. Definitely worth seeing. Go with a group of friends. Have a few drinks. Whatever you want to do. It's a good time. You'll have fun. Watch it. Check it out in the theater if you can. I'm doing a giveaway. My good friend Joe made this painting, which you should be seeing on screen now. It's awesome. Just follow directions below. I'll say probably, I don't know, subscribe to me, like him on Instagram. Rules will be below. We'll figure that out. And I'll pick someone at random and I'll ship it to you. Appreciate you watching. Please like. Comment below what your favorite Scream moment is so far. And watch out for that spoiler video, probably coming Saturday. I have a lot I want to talk about. I had to be very vague with this. But like I said, want to do the spoiler free? We'll talk spoilers Saturday, and I'll see you then. Until then, what's your favorite scary movie? Thor out.